Hey people, it is Sunday, June the 16th. The time is 8:45 in the evening, and it's around 19 degrees Celsius and quite breezy at the moment. I am on Augusta Avenue heading south, heading into the Kensington Market neighborhood. And it is Father's Day evening. So happy Father's Day to all those who are watching this, although it'll be past Father's Day by that point. Hope you had a good Father's Day in that case. So I thought I'd just take us for a Sunday evening walk through Kensington, which I rarely ever do. I'm not often out and about on Sunday evenings in this neighborhood. And I think I'll continue from here through Chinatown as I make my way east, eventually finding my way homeward bound at some point. And it's still quite lively here in Kensington on this Sunday evening at this time. I know it does get quite quiet here in the later hours though. And we have some lively music inside La Cavachera Bar and Grill. It's like a bit of a place where you can eat some food and have a good dance party at the same time, I guess. There's the Blue Banana. It seems to be closed for the night. Most of these shops are closed actually, the retail shops. The restaurants and bars obviously stay open later. And last time I walked through Kensington was late at night, and I had a very strange encounter that ended up becoming a YouTube short on my channel. I mentioned in that video that the character of the neighborhood really changes quite drastically after a certain hour. I think I'm just going to go, otherwise I'll stand there all day. This is one of the neighborhoods in the city that I think should be free of cars altogether. I don't know why anyone would choose to try and drive through here in the first place. They must be suffering from an extreme case of car brain if they think that's a good idea. The streets are narrow. It's usually crowded with people walking all over the street. You're not going to make much headway at the busier times trying to drive through this neighborhood.
And you haven't even
Just
finished
an exercise in frustration, I'm sure. They do have pedestrian Sundays at the last Sunday of every month from, I think, May till September or October.
Bye.
Alright, so that'll take you down to Dundas Street. But here's Baldwin. We'll take a walk along here. This is one of the other main streets of the neighborhood.
Does that involve driving into town then? A little bit.
See, many of these places are closed up for the night already. Yeah, much quieter here on Baldwin and on Augusta. And that'll take you onto Spadina, heading east. So here's Kensington Avenue. This is where you find all the cool hippie vintage stores in old Victorian townhomes. It's sort of like the main draw for a lot of people to the neighborhood. Kind of like a throwback in time if you want to pretend it's still 1967 and the summer of love. You just have to ignore the rap music coming from every nook and cranny though. Might take you out of the out of the illusion that you're in the 1960s. Lost Boys Vintage. There's lots of awesome artwork in the neighborhood and the alleyways. See the old Bay and Gable style Victorian row houses, all painted funky colors. And some of these are still just being used as regular old residences. Most of these are multi-unit. But I'd say more of them are being used now as retail, mostly vintage shops. And we've got the King of Kensington. Courage My Love. Some of these places have been here for decades, such as Courage My Love, with their ever-changing mannequins on the roof there. Same mannequins, just different positions on any given day or week. And we're about to come on to Dundas Street here. So we didn't cover all of Kensington, but we did go down the three most popular streets in the neighborhood.
Jerome and Simon.
And right across the street is the Alexandra Park Housing Project, which is getting redeveloped. See, it's already well underway with the new buildings and the old remaining buildings here, which will eventually be demolished.
I was trying to see if I see it. It's not like our China.
Got a couple of characters behind me. And we're coming into Chinatown. Kensington and Chinatown sort of blend together. Dragon City Mall. And here's the main drag of Chinatown, Spadina Avenue. But we're gonna stick to Dundas Street, which is the other less wide main drag of Chinatown. It was recently reported that the Spadina streetcars won't be running for several months here along Spadina and will be replaced with buses while work is being done. So it'll be a return of the Spadina bus, which haven't been seen much in these parts for a very long time. I think there was an old song made though before the streetcars about the Spadina bus. I think the band was called the Shuffle Demons. Maybe their song will get a resurgence in popularity when everyone has to deal with taking the Spadina buses. I think until December is what I heard. Still a fair bit of activity here on this Sunday evening. The weather is quite nice tonight. No shortage of places to get cheap souvenirs. And some more shops and restaurants extend just for a block or so here along Huron Street. And a common sight on any street in downtown Toronto. Delivery scooters and cyclists on the sidewalks without a care in the world as to whether or not they should be on the sidewalks. I don't even think it enters their head, actually, that maybe they shouldn't be on the sidewalks. I don't think it even occurs to them. And yes, that's a bit of a bone of contention with me. Coming out of Chinatown, Beverly Street is up ahead. I think what I'll do is I'll head south down Beverly and we'll take a walk through Grange Park. Art Gallery of Ontario. We'll get a look at the south side of the gallery from Grange Park. I guess sunset is upon us. Well, this is one of the nicest downtown parks. Possibly top 3. This view of the financial district really makes this park even more appealing, in my opinion. The grass here is a bit rough though. I could use some TLC. It's in very rough shape. I think they might have to do something about this. It's not very inviting at all. Maybe I'll have to deduct a couple of points now in my ranking of Grange Park among best downtown parks. Both St. James Park and Queen's Park, the grass is beautiful in those parks. Those are the other two I would have ranked among the best 3. There's the backside of the Art Gallery of Ontario and OCAD University. So maybe Grange Park will get bumped by Brooksea Park. Which is the home of the dog fountain. It's not a grassy sort of park mostly, but it does have some grassy sections. All right, so we're heading towards John Street. I've always liked this. I think this burned down, and all that was left remaining was this tower here. That dates from 1844. We got quite a meeting of doggies here. And heading south down John Street.
لأنه مينو كمان عنده ضغط.
And up ahead is Queen. Authentic French experience here at Frenchy. The place is called Frenchy. How can you go wrong if you're looking for an authentic French experience? So, right, so Queen West on a Sunday evening, a Father's Day Sunday evening at that. Queen and John, and the famous former Much Music building here. It's a huge lineup across the street for gelato. Goes all the way around the corner and down the block some. I think that's a bigger lineup than at the new Shake Shack at Yonge and Dundas. Torontonians do love waiting in line to get something to eat or drink. Not all Torontonians though, I certainly don't, and I never do. And I recently did a much longer walk along Queen Street in the daytime from Ossington all the way over to University Avenue. I like the lighting levels at this time before it's truly dark. Whether you want to call it twilight or the golden hour. Everything has a bit of a sort of magical feel to it. The magic hour, is that another term for it? Maybe I just made that up. Down Simcoe Street. So I think I'll take us to Nathan Phillips Square. The street sign has been enhanced. Alright, so the last leg here towards Toronto City Hall and Nathan Phillips Square.
Oh, you can see the price difference.
Yeah.
Walking past Osgood Hall. Got a scooter convoy. And the financial district, towering south.
Just come. Also,
Yeah, I don't hear any commotion coming from the square. Maybe it'll be a quiet time. There's often loud music or other things happening. That guy stepped on whatever that is, and she was like, "Don't step on that." And here we are. One of the highlights of downtown. A nice crowd just enjoying the sights and sounds here. That's the iconic Toronto sign. I think it's lit up in pride colors. And welcome to Ottenrot. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to wrap things up here as we look at the Ottenrot sign here at Nathan Phillips Square. We started at Kensington Market, made our way through that neighborhood and into Chinatown, through Grange Park and along Queen West here to Toronto City Hall on Father's Day evening. So leave a comment down below if you enjoyed or not, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also be sure to hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store, or you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members. And be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue.